Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are on this journey to love. And so I share messages from people that come to me for healings and for readings, and also for these channeled letters that I do. And I channel letters from your guides, from your twins, from your higher self, from any energy that you want to get some guidance on to help you on your journey. Because we all need a little bit of help every now and then, and the way that we can manage the journey is to try and make it as fun as possible, because we all know the journey of awakening and the twin flame journey is a bumpy one. And it's meant to be that way because it is meant to push you into more and more of your soul. And so that's the message for today. We've just had the Virgo moon, and I can tell you, for me, definitely the Tower energy kicked in straight away, because if you've been following my channel, then you'll know that I am and have been in the process of selling my house for the last 2 years. But it's all been on hold because of a legal issue that I need to extend the lease. And my landlord, who lives above, has suddenly decided that he wants to charge me £50,000, which is a huge amount of money, of which I don't have. And so we have been waiting for some legal stuff to happen. And then suddenly, before the weekend, I found out that it is going to happen this week, which means that suddenly everything can start moving, which has been, on one hand, very exciting, because I'm finally having felt like I've been stuck for like 2 years. Finally, things can get moving, and potentially they could get moving rather quickly. But on the other hand, that is also quite scary, because what that means, because given the fact that he's taking 50 grand, or by the end of all the legal costs it'll be about 70,000, which means that I won't be able to have the money to buy in this country to do what I wanted to do. So it means that I will be probably looking abroad, which kind of changes everything. And so whilst that is very exciting, at the same time it's quite scary, because of course everything around, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's basically, yeah, scary. But, and that's why, this is why, and I've just gone in to get a pair of, go into a drawer, and this is this was the book that was right there. So I was like, okay, I get it. We need to push ourselves to go forward. And even though it might feel really scary, and certainly for me, the Tower energy has had to, you know, the Tower energy is always hitting me, because, you know, it's these situations that make you, that basically make you stronger. And of course, you know, I'm sure that all these things will happen for a reason. So I'm just kind of going with the flow. But so today it's about say yes to new adventures, right? And whatever circumstance that you're in, whether it be financial, whether it be familial, whether it be whatever, job, whatever it is that you're being pushed to make a decision on and being pushed to change, basically the truth's out, so it's got to be done. So that is the message for today, because I experienced it, bam, straight away. Suddenly things are moving and I'm like, oh, okay. Scary, but it's got to be done. So the message for today is about saying yes to new adventures, and not to allow yourself to flow with what the universe wants to bring for you, right? To move, oh, look at that, what happened there in the shadow. To move out of the shadow into the light, and to follow whatever the universe is bringing for you. And sometimes that might look, you know, what we want in our logical mind is not necessarily what is good for the highest good for our soul. And so that's why when you say every day, today I live the path of my highest good. Today I step more and more into my soul essence. Today I live my soul life. Today I fulfill my soul destiny. The more that you say that, even when things happen and you're like, seriously, is this what my soul's asking for? Then you kind of think, okay, well, I'm just going to go with it because this is getting me to my divine destiny. So the message is about saying yes to new adventures. And so the next part of the message is I'm going to read a couple of letters from the Divine Love Letter books, which are all channeled messages. And again, it is quite amazing because I've been saying about that we're all taking our piece of the pie. And all taking our piece of this energetic pie, which is the fears and the anxieties and all of the crap that we're all working through, the fear, right? And we're all taking that piece of the pie, and it's how you manage eating your piece of the pie. And so, so basically, if you take the pie too hot and you choke on it or you spit it out, then you're going to suffer. Whereas if you go slow, steady, and trust that if you eat the pie slowly, it will taste sweet and you'll love it, right? So when letter 82 came through and I started to read it, I was like, oh my God, I wondered when pie was going to come in. So, my sweetest, dearest angel pie, there isn't a second that you're not on my mind. I am living this life in a blur, waiting for you to come and fulfill my life completely, to make me whole, to make me me. You're the only person that has ever made me feel truly loved. Loved for just being who I am. I felt the rawness of your love, the trueness of it. It touched me so deep within my heart that it woke me up to unconditional love. Divine love that we have for each other is truly beautiful and only ours. Well, there you go, right? I wondered when the pie was going to come, and suddenly it was like, oh, you're my angel pie. Oh, I just love it. Okay, 82 from the next book is, all the raindrops in all of the skies all over the world wouldn't be able to fill a deep enough ocean to say how much I love you, or to express how many tears have flowed from my eyes since I met you, metaphorically speaking, of course. You know deep down how I feel. You know that when you go into the heart of who you are, you see me, you feel me, you are me, and I am you. Together we will do this. Together we will bring our union home. Together we will be winners. Winners in love, winners in life, winners in everything that we do, because we will be together. Together we are one. Well, there you go. Together we are one. And so that's the other thing. No matter what you're being pushed to do, you know, part of me is thinking, but my twin lives here, and what happens if I move to a different country? But, you know, I really want to set up a retreat. And so I know that what I want to do, I can't afford it in this country anymore. You know, the fact that this guy upstairs is charging me, you know, 70 grand or however much it will be. And so that is pushing me, right? And it may not be the path that I thought that I wanted. But obviously it's my highest good. So I'm like, I've got to go with the flow. So letter 82 in book 3 is this. Hello, my angel. How are you? I am trying. You know that, don't you? I don't want you to think I'm not. But just so you understand, sometimes I build up so many barriers to letting the light in because I'm frightened that if I let it fully in and I let your love in fully, that I'll do something wrong and then you'll leave and take it all away, the light. I'll be left completely in the dark. I'm afraid of that happening and I don't want to let you down. I know this is silly. I know it's no way to live. You are the one I love. You are my home. Oh, well, you know why that again, right? So that's why you have to be really strong. Say yes to new adventures. Say yes to pushing yourself forward. Because, of course, we are one energy body. And so by you showing your strength and going forward and changing your life and doing whatever comes that you're being pushed into, then your twin feels that, right? So that's what drives them forward as well, to make the changes in their life. And I can see this happening around me with real life situations that I am close to. And I can see it happening, especially over this weekend with the Virgo moon. The truth had to come out. And just like in my life, you know, suddenly it's like, 2 years I've been waiting for this. 2 years. And suddenly, you know, it's like the brakes have been taken off. And this could be progressed super quickly. And so, goodness, I mean, who knows? Who knows where I'm going to end up? But I do know that no matter how scary it is, I just have to give in to whatever the universe wants to bring. And that is the message for today. Say yes to adventures. Trust that wherever it takes you, it will lead you in the right place. You know, when I first set up this crystal grid, you know, this is the crystal grid that I do, all based around the forest lovers who are entwined together for eternity around the oak tree. You know, I had no idea when this was like, I set up the channel a year ago, last August, right? I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. The first day I did a video, I'd done a healing for Hazel, Illumined Souls. I will be forever grateful to Hazel, because she came on my path, told me to set up a channel, and that was it. And then she's changed my destiny. So you will have people that you meet along the way that will really help you on your journey. And that is because you're destined to meet, because you signed up to help each other before you came down, right? I had no idea that my life would be, that I would be doing this channel, doing these healings, setting up this crystal grid, any of that. But all of that obviously had to happen, because that's, you know, I can now understand that why I've been kept here for all that time. And however frustrating that was, if that hadn't have happened, I wouldn't have done the channel, because I wouldn't have been pushed into finding another way of doing it, you know, setting up a spiritual business, basically. And so that's why you have to look at what the opportunities are that the universe are bringing you. Pay attention to them, because they will be wanting to push you onto your soul path. And even though, like for me, I had absolutely no idea, I just fell into it, right? And that's what the universe will want to happen. It will push you, bring people to you. You know, as long as you, all I kept saying was, I want to follow my highest and best path. I follow my true divine destiny. I believe in my soul. I follow my soul. I just said those mantras over and over and over again. And then all the things fitted into place. And even though these last 2 years, being, you know, having decided to sell and to move on, and I've been kept here, even though that has been incredibly a learning curve, but it was a learning in learning about divine timing, and really, really trusting in that, because there is a time, and it's when the time comes, that button will be pressed, and suddenly, ding, 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 just like the domino effect, everything will fall into place. And it will for you too. So keep trusting and keep asking to follow your highest and your best path. All right, I hope that helps. If you want to have a letter or a healing or to buy the books, all details are in the link. All right, and say yes to your new adventures, because adventures are surely coming. All right, hope that helps. Take care. Bye.